of the other lights on. Should I turn
I
this
gotta
on?
make sure that the sound is turned down here. No, I think this is good.
Okay.
Make sure that there's not any reverberations. That's us.
That looks awful.
Is that how bad it looks on YouTube? You're making this terrible face.
Because it looks so bad. Why is it so
All
not
right,
clear?
I don't know if I should type up here. Yeah.
What the like?
So like yesterday, I did half of the interview on my webcam.
Yeah.
And it kept cutting out, and it didn't look good at all.
But why is this so blurry?
I don't know. Maybe clean that off.
With your finger? No, it still looks terrible.
What's up, Weekend Warrior 72? We're getting underway here. Does this look bad to you guys? And also tell us how the sound is, because we're not on the phone this week. We're using the Yeti microphone. So hopefully the sound is up to par, and there's not a bunch of, what does it sound like, rain?
Mm-hmm.
Josh, what's up? Paul, what's up? Bobby, what's up?
How's the picture?
How's the picture?
Is the picture clear or is it blurry? Looks weird to me.
Yeah. All right. No blur. Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Just okay. I guess it depends on where you are. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to 30-Minute Thursday. Jody has some tea because she's trying to fight some sicknesses. It's weird seeing it on this screen up here, and it's like a second behind. It's like wigging me out. Thank you guys for joining us. So on this stream, we get propositioned by people usually.
Yes.
If you guys saw last week, if you watched the replay and you were able to make it through the awful audio quality, a gentleman by the name of 9 Inches for Your Little Booty popped in around the 31-minute mark or 32-minute mark with a proposition for Jody. He had 9 inches for her booty and a D pic on his screen. It was pretty awesome. So what's going on? How's your life?
It's good. I feel a little something behind my nose, so just trying to get rid of that.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, just throw them in the chat, and we will answer them, obviously. Usually it takes a little while for it to pick up a little bit of steam for people to come in and join us. I posted this on Facebook today. Maybe some of our Facebook friends will join us. Maybe not. Probably not.
Oh, hi, Carl.
Wait, Carl's here? Oh, he's up there. Good evening, Carl. Last week when Carl appeared is when 9 Inches for Your Little Booty also appeared. So we'll see if there's a correlation between the Carl correlation and the 9 Inches for Your Little Booty. Hope you're doing well, Carl. Yeah, so I was like, how did you know he was here? But it's because it pops up in this chat before it doesn't.
Different screens going.
Okay, so Paul, thank you very much. No questions, but the family and the kids are very entertaining. Very appreciate that very much. What's going on? Okay, so what's up, Kelly? How's it going?
I don't have a name.
Wifey? My wifey? Jody. That's Jody. So what's going on? I did an interview on whatever day. It was a few days ago.
It was yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh, was it yesterday?
Oh, no, it wasn't yesterday because we were at IKEA yesterday.
It was Tuesday. So I did an interview with Sam Clark, who has a YouTube channel. He's from England. And we did an interview, like an hour-long. My bad, dudes. We did an hour-long interview that he posted on his channel. I posted the link in the community tab here. I thought it was a pretty good interview. His channel was pretty recently started. And so I would appreciate if you guys go over there, check it out. Subscribe to his channel. He looks like he's doing some pretty good things. He's had a different perspective because, one, he's in England. And two, he just started playing for a living in April of last year. So he's kind of new to the the playing for a living scene. So I think he has some pretty good stuff. Ben, what's up, buddy? Greetings.
Hi, Ben.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. If you do have any questions, throw them in the chat, please, so it's not just me talking nonstop while Jody slurps tea.
I'm not slurping. Why do you keep saying that?
Oh, sorry. Do you have anything you'd like to talk about today?
No.
Okay. I also put out a YouTube video yesterday. That was yesterday? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Put up a video. It was a very short video. I played a tournament. It didn't go well. Oh, Kelly's in the Parks employee break room. I like that. Armando said, whatever happened with the guy cheating on Stone's Poker? Last I saw, he got a, what's it called? He got paper served to him or something, but then he like didn't answer the door. But as far as I know, they're trying to prosecute him in some way.
He was just served.
He was served. You've been served. Carl said, I had my wife listen to last week's pod. What you're describing as a stay-at-home mom really spoke to her, Jody. The struggle is real.
It is real. It is real. If that's not something that you intended on, or I guess even if it is something you intended on, it's just very isolating.
Yeah. So what Carl's referring to is our podcast, which comes out every Wednesday. New podcast came out yesterday too. We had this has been content full week here for me, here for us also.
My content comes out weekly.
Your content does come out weekly.
I don't know about yours, but mine does.
Jody's podcast that we do together, that she does all the work for, that she gets no credit for, which is what she talked about in the last episode, comes out every single Wednesday at what, 5:30 a.m., 6:30 a.m.?
5 a.m.
5 a.m. 100% 5 a.m. Wednesdays, it'll be there. Unlike my YouTube content, which you never know where you're going to get. You might get a video a week or a video a month or whenever I feel like putting something out. So the podcast is where it's at. So what we're referring to is in episode 24, Jody opened up about her feeling insignificant and not wanting to, I don't know, how would you describe the episode?
I don't even remember. It was a blur. I just, I talked about how being a stay-at-home mom was never in my life plans.
Right.
And it just kind of happened. And I put all my stuff on the back burner so that you could pursue your poker career.
Right.
And here we are 11 years later.
Yeah, more than that. It was 12 years now. 12 years since you got laid off from your job.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got laid off from my job. I worked in the IT field. And here I am. And I've been, I've spent 11 years talking to kids and nobody else.
Yeah, so that's what Carl's saying. Specifically how you only speak to kids. That was a complete soul read to her.
Yeah. It's very isolating because, I have friends and stuff, but a lot of my friends now they have kids, but originally they did not. So they were still going out to the bars and stuff. I mean, we were really young when I got pregnant with Ava. We were 24. So we've had kids for a long time.
I thought about that today because my sister had a baby and I went to see the baby, see him with Ava, who is our oldest, who's 11, going to be 12 this year. And I thought to myself, holy crap, if she has a baby the same time that we had a baby, that'd be only 13 years from now. And then I was like, that's not, no, 24-year-old, you can't have a baby when you're 24. That's completely irresponsible.
Well, we didn't have a baby when we were 24.
Oh, you got pregnant when we were 24.
We were pretty irresponsible.
Yeah. I don't know how it all worked out. Yeah, it worked out somehow. We ended up with Cam and Andrew.
We did.
Bobby said, congrats on Vlogger of the Year nomination. You got my vote, followed really closely by DePaulo. Thank you very much, Bobby. I appreciate that. I don't anticipate winning. I don't think I should win, but I'm happy to be in the finalists, I guess. I think it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, that's about it. And yes, it's the Jody cast starring Jody featuring Trevor. Bobby said he was a stay-at-home dad for basically 2 years. Struggle is real.
Yeah, this is almost 12 years now.
Yeah. I like the stay-at-home responsibilities. I'm a pretty big fan of it.
That's because you didn't spend all your time immersed with dealing with all this stuff when they were really little.
That's true. Yeah, I'm out on any baby stuff. That's why I just said to my sister and brother-in-law, I was like, you guys got to change diapers. That sucks. That sucks for you guys. Like we're retired from kid duties essentially. Like
well, that's not really true.
I mean,
but now we have like all the mental health stuff starting, which is pretty intense. So.
Yeah, for sure. Carl said there is that part too. I'm sure you guys really notice how compared to your peers, you've been married longer, had kids longer. Yeah. Yeah, we are the one good thing. One of the good things, I always say that. I notice that I say that when I do interviews and stuff. I say the one good thing, but I don't really mean there's only one good thing. I don't, whatever. Anyway, one of the good things about having kids young like we did is that we're going to be able to do whatever we want when we're not that old.
Yeah.
Because like,
yeah, we'll still be pretty young when the kids are independent. I mean, she'll be 12 this year. So she'll be what, 18 in 6 years. And we'll be like early 40s.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll be out there partying it up, drinking water. we'll be partying it up with Ben, drinking water and tea while Ben's just cranking back the drinks. Speaking of Ben, he said he's bowling in his bowling league tonight. Threw a 247 first game. That's awesome. Hope you guys are proud. Did you crush the PL scene today? So the best score in bowling is 300.
Okay.
247 is a really good score. My high school average, so I can brag a little bit here, guys.
He's really cool, guys.
I was all South Jersey in bowling in high school, and my average was like a 208 or something like that.
This is how he got me. He told me about his bowling skills, and I was like, yes.
Yeah. So I'm all for that, Ben. And then he said, "Did you crush the PLO scene today? I only played 3 hours this morning and took it easy today, but I had a decent day. I had a winning day."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was much needed winning day. We've been getting crushed a little bit over it. Despite, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I make quads every hand, but I've gotten crushed a decent amount over the past week.
Speaking of quads, I didn't even tell you, I got a message from Kimmy, like Eric and Kimmy.
Yes.
And she said that since you get quads all the time, if we have another kid, we can rename everything to Raising Quads. I said, no way.
That's
no more kids. We are done.
Yeah, that's if we have to rename the channel to Raising the Quads, I'm out. I'm just out. I'm not doing the channel anymore.
Hair.
Nope. If for some reason some fourth kid develops in your stomach,
well,
in your uterus or whatever it works, yeah.
If a fourth kid shows up there.
Yeah. I did not have quads today though, Ben. No quads today. I did win. I don't know. I probably won 1,500 or something like that. Yeah. Seriously, Carl. Line of ladies for this guy. I mean, you know.
Oh my God.
House pattern, Ben.
What is that?
Actually, I don't even know what that means.
What is that?
I don't remember. Sports pattern or house? No, it's a house pattern. Yeah. But although it's not, we bowled at all different places. Because
what's a house pattern?
A house pattern is just when they lay down the what's it called? The
pins?
No. I haven't bowled since high school, so I'm like so out of loop with the grease on the lane. I remember what it's called.
What?
There's on each lane there's a machine that puts down oil. That's it, oil. So here's something.
Three kids, guys.
No, this is why I don't play at night. I don't play poker at night really ever because my brain does not work at all. I can't. Jody will ask me questions at night because her brain works at night. During the day, she's
on right now.
Yeah, she's on right now. During the day, curtains. There's nothing going on during the day. And what?
It's curtains. There's nothing going on.
Like same thing for me right now. I have nothing going on in my brain.
I would say there's nothing going on. That seems a bit outrageous.
Yeah. Okay. Well, very little. I'm talking about myself too. So there's a pattern that gets put down by the machine.
Really?
Yeah, a different pattern or whatever. I'm pretty sure my home lane was just a house pattern or whatever. I think sports pattern is different. It's more difficult to bowl on. But there were certain lanes that we bowled on that I performed terribly at, including the lanes that we bowled at for states and states, and I was just awful in those.
Yeah, I think you skipped that question here. I think you already asked that, and you did not answer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. Okay, I got you, buddy. Yeah, we answer any question here from. I don't want to say anything inappropriate. Never mind. But whatever you guys want to ask, we answer everything. So Paul said, "What are the main differences strategy-wise between playing in cash games versus tournaments?" So you want to answer this?
Yes.
So the biggest thing is that obviously in cash games, you're almost always going to be deeper, whereas in tournaments, the stack sizes are going to be more shallow. You obviously can't you can rebuy in a tournament, obviously, in most tournaments now, but ideally you don't want to have to rebuy. So your decisions are going to be, you can make more pure decisions in cash games where you just make a pure EV decision, versus in tournaments you have to consider your stack size, the pressure that it can put on your future stack, and things like that. And certain hands you can't enter the pot with, or you should enter the pot with, depending on your stack sizes. So basically the biggest strategy differences just come in the difference in stack sizes and how you have to play those different stack sizes. I just said stack sizes 18 times. So that's about it. Armando said, be careful there. You have to go to sleep later.
That's right.
That's pretty funny.
And I stay awake later.
Bobby said, are the online games not better at night? It depends. Some of them are, but I just don't play better at night. And I'd rather work during the day when my brain is working the best. And the other good thing is that I like to play shorthanded. So there's often shorthanded games during the day, whereas most of the night games are going to be 6-max and full games, stuff like that. So I like playing during the day much better, and I can get in a lot of hours early on in the day. For instance, so far this month, I just looked at it, and I've played 145 hours. I've coached for 13 hours, and I played 6 hours of tournaments. So we've had a grind-heavy month so far this month.
I'm stirring my tea.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't say it. Any other comments on anything that you'd like to make?
No.
Okay. Bobby, I only recently just started coaching again with a few people. I just do like one-on-one sessions with 3 people right now. And we do usually hour-long sessions where we kind of just go over a bunch of hands. I get into the thought process on what they're doing in each hand and try to break down their thought process, and then, teach them how I think they should be thinking in certain spots, and go from there. I think I'm pretty good at it, to be honest with you, and and I think they get a lot out of it. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep going with other ones after these groups end. We do them in 10-hour increments, and then if they want to re-up after 10 hours, then they can do another 10 hours, whatever. But I do enjoy doing it, and it helps me talk about poker and keep fresh in my game. All right, Jody, question for you. Oh, wait, no, we missed Frank's question. When are the nuts coming back out to Cali?
Well, for sure in July.
Yeah, July. We're in California every July, but we've never played poker. I've never played poker there. We've gone to Temecula the last few years, and I wanted to play last year, and I just never ended up playing. So I've actually never. I think I said this on the last stream. I've never played poker in California. That's pretty ridiculous. Like, California is a pretty big poker area.
Should have been more specific. They've actually never been to Northern California.
Yeah.
They've only been to Southern California.
We've only been in Northern California once also. We went to San Francisco 6 years ago for a wedding, but that's the only time.
I was pregnant with Andrew.
Yep. But I would love to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I know Chuck Ray Charles is out there, so I would like to hang out with him and check out some of those poker rooms that I hear have pretty good action. But as we say on every stream and thing that we do, our travel schedule is ridiculous because Cameron cheerleading. So we have a bunch of trips planned coming up. We have to go we're just down in Atlantic City this weekend coming up, and then we go to Baltimore, and then we'll be in Dallas the end of February, and Myrtle Beach the end of March, Orlando in beginning of May.
You didn't get it yet.
Yeah, whatever. All right, Jody, question for you.
Carl, what is your diet? I need to know what your diet is first before I can give you a recommendation. Let's just sit here in silence until he answers.
Answer, Carl. I'm thinking about my protein bars, but I don't really eat too many protein bars.
Well, yeah, I mean, it solely depends on what the diet is.
So give us a couple of different examples of protein bars.
Well, most protein bars are just filled with sugar, so they're a disaster. So, okay, so you intermittent fast, but do you do are you just, what do you eat? Are you following a keto diet, or are you just eating clean? Like what do you eat in a day?
That's what I'm doing right now, basically. But it's all healthy food that's in our house.
Yeah. I know, I've been cooking a lot more.
Yeah, I love it. How about that dinner I made tonight, though?
Yeah, really
I made some burrito bowls tonight.
But I made a really good dinner last night.
You did. That was like an Indian dinner. It's delicious. More veggies, less meat.
More veggies, less meat. Okay. So
clean.
How about like, what's your fat intake?
This is funny. This is just, it's apparently nutrition questions are just like poker questions. Because if you ask a poker question, it's always like, well, it depends on all these other factors and then all that other stuff going on. So what protein bar? You said most of them have sugar. Which ones are good? Which ones are not good?
Well, so the problem is, it depends on how you're eating. If you, so like a keto style diet, is going to induce rapid weight loss. So that's why it's like super popular right now. And there's no sugar on it, which is great because sugar is the worst part. And people don't realize how much sugar they're taking in a day because they just think, well, I'm not eating cake, so I must not be taking a lot of sugar in. But if you're eating a lot of carbs, a lot of pasta or rice or, things like that, then you're going to be eating a lot of sugar because it turns into sugar as soon as it hits your pancreas. So it's a problem if you're overloading on carbs and stuff. Or processed foods or whatever. So then if you're eating protein bars that are filled with sugar, then that's going to be another problem. So the best protein bars that I can think of are going to be like the keto style ones because there's no sugar in them. So bulletproof bars, but they're different and they do have a lot of fat in them. But if you're eating a certain way, then a lot of fat in it doesn't matter. Trevor and I eat tons of fat every single day because we follow sort of like a keto style diet. And we've been eating this way for 2 or more years. So it doesn't make me gain weight. It doesn't make, Trevor has lost all the rest of his weight eating this way. So bulletproof bars have no sugar. Primal Kitchen makes a bar that has no sugar. And there's a brand, Good Fats, that also it's all sugar alcohols. So they're not going to spike your insulin or anything like that. And they're not going to contribute to any kind of weight gain. So they're the best bars I can think of if you need something in a pinch. But you can also just grab like hard-boiled eggs and eat those because that's easy to get and fill you up a little bit.
Presley, I was actually going to shout out Trinidad in the house before you even said it because I remember that. But what's up, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Ben, probably not going to go to Denny's. I mean, I'll go to Denny's. I'll go there. We're probably not going to eat there. That was
awful.
I felt like my stomach was greased for about a week after that.
I felt so gross after that. And I ate the cleanest pasta meal I could get. And I just felt so, first of all, I couldn't believe that I was sitting there. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I sitting in Denny's right now?
What Ben is referring to is there was a meetup game down at the Isle in Florida with Brad and Andrew, and we were down there. And after the game, we went with Brad and Andrew to a Denny's at like 4:30 in the morning in the middle of Florida. And they did a live stream on Andrew's channel where like 300 people, including Ben, were watching us at Denny's. And we're just answering questions at 4 o'clock in the morning at Denny's. It was pretty ridiculous.
Oh, I didn't know Ben was watching.
Yes, Ben. I remember Ben was watching. What else here? Let's see. Okay, so Carl said he can't put a name on because I'm not doing anything structured. A lot of what you said is what you said. Also, I've read lots of salads and lots of soup. Helio says it's hard for him to eat food without sugar. I don't think I'm trying hard enough. I mean,
if you don't care, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like, this is like what I talk about a lot on the podcast with it being a lot of a psychological thing. Like if you don't want to not eat sugar, then did I say that right?
If you don't care about it,
yeah, then you're never gonna make a change. But if you're able to psychologically put in the work to do so, then it's gonna be done. Presley said, "What if you need to put on weight and can't?"
I don't have any experience with that. Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
have any idea. If you go to a doctor, they're going to tell you I know they told my nephew to eat like ice cream and stuff, which is just absurd. But yeah, I mean, you might have to just increase the protein. You know, your macros could just be all thrown off. I'm not really sure.
We'll get back to you on that. Check out. Maybe we'll make that a question for next week's podcast.
Okay. How to gain weight a healthy
There you
way.
go. Okay, so next week's podcast, we should write that down probably. Next week's Raising the Nuts podcast, that'll be out next Wednesday. Jody will answer how to gain weight if you need to gain weight.
I don't have any. How's there no paper in this office?
There is paper in this office. I have it right here, actually. Look, this is my paper file.
It's
okay, right on the back. Carl said, when are you going to be in Baltimore again? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Got to see if I can put together a game, maybe. Should I do that? Put together a meetup game in Baltimore again?
Listen, don't ask me because I give you suggestions.
Elevate Grinder, what's up, buddy? You are in the right room. Thank you for joining me and us. Why did I say me? There's two of us here. If you guys haven't seen my 17-hour-long interview with the famous Elevate Grinder, it's on his channel, and I thought it turned out really well.
Okay, I got it.
You got it. Okay.
It's here.
You can't see
it.
You
can't see it at all.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, Helio said, Presley, wait for you to turn 35. Couldn't put weight on in my 20s to save my life. My metabolism was just too fast. I've actually gone the opposite way. Yeah. I've lost so much weight over the course of my 30s. And
I'm 36, and I've had the same weight for, I don't even know. I put my wedding dress on recently, and it still fit, and that was 10 years ago. Nice life.
Frank said, Jody, how about air fryers as a cooking method?
I really don't know how they work, so I'm not sure. I think that they're fine because I don't think you use anything in them. I just don't know the method in which they work. So I don't know. I'd have to look into those too. Here, let me put them on my list. Where's the pen? All right.
We're getting, this is beautiful. We're getting all the kinds of discussion topics for next week's podcast.
Yeah, I just don't use one myself, so I don't really know how they work.
Like I said, been on a plant-based diet for 2 weeks and he feels great. I think Jody's common go-to line, although I guess I shouldn't put words in your mouth, but is that, if you find something that worked for you, then that's great.
Yeah.
Different diets for different people are great. So if you feel good on a plant-based diet, then that's awesome.
Yeah.
Jody, and actually I don't know, how long did I not eat meat for? It wasn't that long.
It didn't last very long.
No.
I did it for like a long time.
Yeah.
7 years or something.
Richard said, are you always in a bad mood?
Am I in a bad mood right now? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I'm not in a bad mood. I don't know where that came from.
Is it, like the RBF?
The resting bitch face? I don't know. Clarify, Richard, please.
Come on, Dick. Let us know. Frank said he's been using one for 3 weeks now. Wife and mother-in-law are on Weight Watchers, and apparently air-fried chicken equals 0 points. How do you feel about Weight Watchers, Jody?
I like it.
Why don't you like it?
Because, well, I guess they've kind of revamped a little bit, but generally it's just not a sustainable way to live. You have to be able to change, it has to be a lifestyle change, not just let me add up points, because people get tired of adding up points and they really just want this, and maybe they're starving, maybe they're not eating enough food because they're adding up points, and it's just, I don't like it. But that's okay. If it works, then by all means. But it's not like a long-term sustainable kind of diet. That's all.
My favorite thing about this stream so far is that most of the questions have been for you. I like that. Mike, what are some of the meals that you've been eating on your plant-based diet? Interested to hear some of your plant-based diet meals.
Did you just ask that too?
Elevate Grinder.
Oh.
I know for me, my favorite plant-based meal, I guess, it was definitely, there was no meat in it, was that, remember that chickpea piccata?
Mm-hmm.
There's a chickpea piccata recipe that I used to eat all the time, and it's really good. Yeah, that's right. Different things work for different people. Got to try everything and what works for you. Carl's going to email you. There you go. definitely.
Send me an email.
If anybody wants to email Jody, I'm sure she's more than happy to help you. I'm going to speak for her and let you know right now. If you email to info@raisinthenuts. And also, is it true that we have shirts actually coming?
Yes. Well, not shirts coming, I guess. No, I think there's actually supposed to be 5 shirts coming just to see what they're
to test them out. Okay.
But I have not heard back about the price point yet. I'm still waiting on that.
The Raisin the Nuts t-shirts. Frank.
Yes, I got the email. I responded to him.
Cool. So if you guys want a shirt, send an email also to info@raisinthenuts.com. A hoodie, shirt, anything like that. And Jody will put you on the list for when that actually finally happens.
No, not my. Oh my God, I got a picture of it today.
What?
The pull-out couch.
Oh yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Bobby said, where do you go for healthier recipes?
I go on Pinterest, and I have about 1 million things pinned. But I generally know what I'm looking for. But you could always look at my Pinterest page. Look at this.
Her Pinterest page, or
look at this.
Oh God, I don't know if you can see.
Can you guys see this?
Okay, so what they're referring to?
Stain?
What Carl is referring to with the pull-out couch is on the podcast. We talked about it yesterday, or Jody talked about it in our Airbnb house that we bought in Florida. We had our first renters last weekend, and there was a stain on the pull-out couch because someone had sex there.
No.
I just always assume all stains are from sex.
It was a girl's thing, and she spilled her drink. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Okay. Bobby, also on Jody's Instagram page, which is JL Sav No, I always screw this up. Why do I always screw this up?
You're right.
JL Sav _eats.
Yes.
She has a bunch of recipes there. And then if you're looking for any kids recipes, the kids, the Nuts actually have a YouTube channel where they did 40 episodes there's tons of recipes on there. If you look up Organic Eats Kids Cooking on YouTube.
Looks like I'm playing with you.
What are you doing down there?
I was typing.
All right. Let's see. Where are we at up here? So Bobby's going to buy some gear. That's great. Mike said he's been following vegan recipes and trying all kinds of food, but favorites have been the roasted veggie wraps and chickpea masala over rice. Frank wants all the shirts. Richard, okay, so Richard clarified. He started watching at minute 26. You just look pissed off, but I see I was wrong. My wife gives out that vibe too.
That's the resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I remember Frank. Remember he said about the wild game. He has.
I can't do it.
Remember he asked us the question before on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I remember the wild. Okay, yeah, but I can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry.
All right. Serious question. How do you eat better, plant-based, without losing weight?
Wait. All right, I'm just gonna start. I'm confusing people now because, you don't have to lose weight. If you don't have weight to lose, you're not gonna like wither away to nothing.
Yeah, it's just I mean, if you eat enough of the food, eat enough food, you're gonna just maintain your.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you go plant-based, you're eating way more carbs anyway. So it's not like a surefire way to lose weight, especially if you don't need to lose weight. If that makes sense. What do you think?
Going to, I don't know if he wanted, if Bobby wanted the kids cooking channel too or not, but.
The hell are you doing?
What the hell's the name of the channel?
Organic Eats.
Oh yeah. There we go. It's crazy how young they look in these videos, by the way.
Cam still had a speech impediment.
Yeah. That's the link I just put in there in the chat. There is the kids channel, and then how do you find your Pinterest page?
Put my name in.
Where?
You got to log in first. Oh, okay. So now just type in Jody Savage. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, you got 3.6. You got popping page. You need to go more in on Pinterest, apparently.
I haven't even been using it that much lately.
Bobby's got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Yeah, Bobby, like, there's a ton of healthy recipes there. And, like, it's really good if you get your kids involved in the cooking process. And I think if they watch those videos of the kids making food, maybe they'll be encouraged to make some videos also.
This is
not make some videos.
Spot.
I mean, make some recipes and eat the healthy recipes. Sedentary lifestyle helped me gain 40 pounds over the years. Yeah, that's how you gain the weight. Yeah, that's the way I was too. I was, let's see, almost 10 years ago now. It's been 10 years ago. I weighed 263 pounds, and now I weigh 180 pounds on the dot as of today. And I'm trying to gain that weight back too. I'm trying to get some muscles in these arms. I can't be all skin and bones. I gotta try to bulk up for you. Now I gotta fight. Right. I gotta fight people with 9 inches for your little booty. I can't. I gotta. Yeah, I totally get the commentary. I don't know when she's gonna make a return. She is a full-time cheerleader. She actually had 24 hours worth of cheer this week, which is ridiculous. So she's a busy girl. It's hard to get her, get her time. She charges a lot too. So I don't know. We'll see when we get her back in the mix. We'll get her back in the mix at some point for sure. Andrew really wants to actually be in some videos. So we might just have like a... It's
a shame that you don't make videos. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame, guys? He just doesn't make videos.
Jody gives me more shit for not making videos than anybody on YouTube for sure. I have a video. I'm gonna have another video coming out. Maybe I'll have Andrew do some analysis in the next video.
What's the next video?
It's from the Hard Rock session that I did like a month ago.
The Hard Rock session?
Yeah, when we were down in Tampa, I never made a video from that. I have all the video. Oh. Yeah, we got Andrew Postle. He's in the mix. I think, I don't know. I got to figure out some way for Andrew to do some sort of commentary on his own.
It takes him at least a month to edit, at least.
Yeah.
It's very involved.
Where's Richard at? I agree with you, Richard. I don't know what her problem is. All right, Random Ryan said, I have a very supportive girlfriend with poker, but how do you explain variance and the likelihood of losing or having losing sessions, especially when recently I've been doing well and is expected to win? All right, let me think about how to answer this. Well, you have to, it's really just about, I guess if you can show a long-term graph, maybe that could help a little bit. You can explain like that in the long run, you're just going to make a certain hourly and how the ups and downs day to day, week to week, month to month are really meaningless. It's hard to get across to people who don't understand the game. But I think the more important thing, I guess, is if she is very supportive of you and trusts in you and believes in your ability to do something like this, then ultimately she'll understand that things are going to work out. Now, obviously, you have to be able to prove that you've been a winner for a long time, though, too. So that's the other problem that's tough with it. But I think it also depends on how you handle the swings as well. So if you become a different person when things aren't going well, then that can be tougher for your significant other to understand and to deal with. So I don't know. It's been tough. It's tough for me to answer that question because Jody's always been 100% supportive and has just been like, yeah, it'll all be good. It's all good. So I don't know. You have any thoughts? No thoughts. Okay.
No, I just got a whole mouthful of cinnamon and cloves and it was awful.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Frank said, can you cover Count's fees playing 6 tables at the Sidelines the next year competition? I might just do that actually this weekend. We'll see. Bobby said, my wife couldn't handle swings when I first started. She grew to learn they expected. And Frank, take care. Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, Excel is good too. Yeah, like just being able to show that you have long-term success and that even that your graph just kind of goes up over time, but the grip might have small ups and downs in there, and that's kind of where the swings come into play. But in the long run, playing poker for a living, if you're good at it and you are a consistent winner, it's no different than any other job from like an hourly perspective, that you're just eventually going to make that hourly as long as you continue to play well. Todd said, you coming out to LA anytime? So I know that Brad and Andrew are having a monthly game at the Garden, so I'd really like to make it out for one of those. But our scheduling sucks right now. So LA might have to wait till the fall.
Well, we'll be around there in July.
We'll be in that area in July. We'll be in Temecula. So maybe we'll make it out to LA. We haven't gone to LA in a while. It's been a couple of years since we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to play poker there too. I think it'd probably be good for the channel.
You gotta go to Legoland or Disneyland.
Yeah.
Cars Land there.
Yeah.
But
I will be at the WSOP for the main event only. So we will take care of that.
Good night, Carl.
Good night, Carl. Good night. I guess we should probably wrap this up because this is
we're
over 30 minutes here. Bobby said, did you catch Andrew's recent video of the next games of the night? I didn't watch the video yet. I'm going to watch it tomorrow at the gym when I'm on the treadmill or on the elliptical or whatever. And but I told him like that game is amazing, and I would love to make it out there for one of those games as well. Yeah, definitely keeping stats. Like if you have that, I don't play live poker that much, so I don't use an app or anything, but I know that Poker Income app people seem to use pretty well. That you use a lot, and that seems to work pretty well. So if you're able to show that to your significant other, I think that's probably a pretty good thing to do.
I think he asked you to go into the SOP.
I did. I said that.
You answered that?
Yeah, just for the main event.
I must have been sleeping.
You probably were. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us this week for the Thursday. And oh wait, real quick. Have I played at MGM National Harbor? I actually haven't ever played there. Maybe we'll check it out at some point soon. Have I played any short deck games online or live? Haven't played any short deck at all. But would love to play that eventually. And see you later, Mike. See you guys. Thank you guys so much. Love to all of you out there. And check out the podcast on Wednesdays. We'll answer some of these questions that we didn't answer here. And I'll have a video out next week. And watch that. Go watch that video with Sam Clark, the interview with Sam Clark, and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to his channel. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.